We have a lot of customer wrapped rolls that I picked up from my bank in hopes of finding something for this Dansko Lincoln Penny album. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to my channel. If you watched one of my recent shorts videos, you saw that I picked up just about $700 in customer wrapped bank rolls, basically pennies, nickels, dimes, and there were 3 rolls of quarters, and I've already hunted all of them to this point, but I didn't want to sit on these 140 customer wrapped penny rolls too much longer. That being said, because it's 140 rolls, it's just under 3 boxes, but I made a blunder early on in the series, and I inadvertently counted box number 17 twice, so we technically need to add a box, but because this is not really a full third box, we're just going to call this a 3-box hunt and call it even. So it's going to be boxes 276, 277, and 278, 140 custom wrap rolls, episode number 147. Now, for those of you that have been following all along on this series, you know that we just need 26 more pennies to complete this Dansko Lincoln Penny album. We have found 208 of the 234 through the first 275 boxes. Of course, it's the tougher dates. And then for the Canadian Small Cents album, we've only kept track of the last 89 boxes worth of finds, but we have 68 of the 115 there. And I don't know where these pennies came from, whether they're going to be a lot of Denver mints, San Francisco mints, or whether there are a lot of Philadelphia coins. I would imagine we get some of all of them like we found in the nickels, like we found in the quarters, and like we found in the dimes. That also being said, we haven't found a lot of coins past 2011-12 in any of the other denominations, so I'll be curious to see if these stay the same like that, and if they do, obviously we're looking for a lot of the varieties that we have listed on the mat, and see if we can score one of those as well. All right, slide the books out of the way. Let's get the hunt started. I'll bring you guys in if and when I have my first find in that first bundle of 10 rolls. Roll number 3 of the hunt. Our first wheat cent, so we know they haven't been cherry picked through at least. And that's a 1951 Denver. So we finished the first 10 rolls. We'll get started on the next 10. I figured I'd give you guys a quick update. We only found that first wheat cent and a 1959. And the copper's decent so far after 10 rolls. That being said, the bulk of the coins I have hunted so far are 2012 and earlier, with just a couple of coins, 13, 14, or 15, and nothing past 2015. So definitely older wrapped rolls, but not a lot of finds just yet. All right, I'll bring you back in when I have another find. Roll number 13 of the hunt. We've got another wheat cent finally, and this one is a 1952 Denver, and we also scored a 1998 Denver dime. We're now on roll 33 of the hunt, and we've got our third wheat cent. It's a last year issued 1958 Denver, and we're up to 2 dimes now. Roll number 38 of the hunt is going to give us wheat cent number 4, and it's the oldest we have found, first from the 40s, a 1949 Philadelphia. Roll number 41, wheat cent number 5, is a 1957 Denver. Roll number 45 is going to give us wheat cent number 6. The 6th one is another 52 Denver. Roll number 47, wheat cent number 7. And that's a 55 Philly, so we'll just check it for both the DDO and the poor man's doubling. It does have some machine doubling, but that's not going to be the DDO. Either way, always fun scoping and seeing a little bit of machine doubling on it, but not what we're looking for. Still, it's a wheat cent, and it's number 7 and the first from 1955. Roll number 53 is going to give us another wheat cent, which will make number 8, and it definitely looks pretty old by the reverse. Wheat cent number 8, and it is old. 1925 Philadelphia, not one we need, but a pre-30s nonetheless. And that's a good sign that maybe there are more oldies in the rest of these rolls, and I'll definitely take that one. Oldest wheat cent found. We also got a couple of Canadians on the board as well. Roll number 68 is going to give us a nice surprise. Another wheat cent for number 9, but it's a 1935 Philadelphia. Second oldie, but again, only 9 wheat cents, and we're 2 rolls away from being halfway done with a 140 roll hunt. That'll make 70. I'll be back with another find. If I don't have one, I'll be back with a mid-hunt recap of the finds so far. All right, we're officially 70 rolls into the 140 roll hunt, just 10 rolls shy of a 3-box hunt, but like I said, we're counting it as 3 boxes. So far through 70 rolls, we have 9 wheat cents, so a little bit light, but we do have a 1925 and a 1935, so I'll definitely take those two. We got a couple of dimes, a couple of modern Canadian cents, 6 1959s, 2 69Ss, and we have 4 pounds and 4 ounces. So we're on pace for about 8.5 pounds of copper. In a 3-box hunt, I would get about 7.5 to 8 pounds normally. So we're doing better than a normal 3-box hunt, minus 10 rolls of a 3-box hunt. So not a bad midpoint, but a little bit light on the wheat cents, although a couple oldies makes up for it. Let's continue the hunt for the next 70 and see if we can get some more Wheaties on the board. Roll number 74 of the hunt. We finally made it to double-digit wheat cents. Wheat cent number 10 is another 1957 Denver. Roll number 79. Wheat cent number 11. A 1958 Denver. Roll number 89 of the hunt is going to give us our 12th wheat cent, and it's an oldie with the mint mark. Unfortunately, it's a 34 Denver, and we already have a 34 Denver, but it's great seeing it. That's our 3rd pre-40s wheat cent out of the 12 we have found. We still have a full box in the box, plus a roll left. Let's see if we can find some more goodies. Roll number 91, a baker's dozen for the wheat cents. And that's a 1956 Philadelphia. We've officially hunted 100 rolls, and that would typically be a 2-box hunt for me, so I figured I would give a 2-box update. 13 wheat cents, 3 are old, a couple of dimes, 4 Canadians, 7 59s, a couple of nice copper cents, a 61D, not the RPM, and a 72P, not the DDO, a couple of 69Ss. That's 5 pounds of copper, and that's almost 14 ounces. So 5 pounds, 14 ounces of copper through the first 100 rolls. Would have been a decent 2-box hunt, mainly because we have some oldies, but not by sheer quantity of wheat cents. Still got 40 rolls left. Fingers crossed, there's some more goodies. Well, we're on roll 109 of the hunt, and we're going to have a find for the album, and it's not going to be a wheat cent. Under the scope, I've got a 1960 small date cent. Take a look at this. 1960, that is definitely the small date, and I went back through the copper jar to pull a regular large date. I know it's a Denver, but it's still a large date, and as you can see, the gap here is pretty big compared to that small gap. You can even see the corrected die where they had the original large date and then changed it to the small date, or vice versa, I guess. But either way, bottom line is we definitely have a 1960 small date, and we have a 1970 small date in brown condition, but we don't have a 60 small date. Never have found one until now. And honestly, it's in really nice shape overall. Yeah, it's got a little bit of corrosion on it, but overall good mint luster, and that's going to look nice in the book. Unbelievable. Definitely have got a 1960 small date for the album that will fill a spot, albeit it's not a wheat cent, but it's still a good find. 31 rolls left. Let's get back to the hunt. Roll number 110, wheat cent number 14, a 1956 Denver. Roll 115, wheat cent 15, a 1952 Denver. Roll number 121, we have wheat cent number 16 of the hunt, and it's a 54D, first from that year. Roll number 125 will give us wheat cent number 17, and it looks like it could be another oldie based on the reverse. What year is it? And it is an oldie, 1929 Denver. Don't think we need that one though, because we have most of the years in the later 20s, but still another nice find in the box. Only 17, but we do have some oldies on the board, and that makes me happy. Roll number 133 of the hunt's going to give us our 18th wheat cent, and it's another oldie. Saw it because it was facing me. It's a 1930, and we'll just check it for a mint mark. Could just be damage. Yeah, a little bit of damage down there. 1930 Philly. Another old one, but another one we're not going to need, but we already have a book user, and I'm happy with that. That's our 5th pre-40, so not a lot of quantity, and it's weird because there's only one in the 40s. It's either 20s, 30s, or 50s in this box, but we still have 7 rolls plus this one to go. Well, we finished that 3-box or 140 roll hunt, and definitely light, like we said in the previous clip. A total of 18 wheat cents on the board. Of course, 5 of which are pre-1940. We got a 1925, a 29 Denver, a 1930, a 34 Denver, and a 1935. Obviously, I'll be checking any of those to see if they upgrade our current ones, and maybe if we have an addition, I'll let you know, but I don't think we need any of them. That being said, we do have this as an addition, a 1960 small date in pretty nice shape. It's going to go nicely in the book, like I said before, so we definitely will fill at least one spot from this hunt. As far as the side finds, 5 Canadian cents. None of them are going to be ones that we're going to probably use. Of course, I'll double check them. We have a total of 9 1959 cents, 2 nice and shiny copper cents that I showed you earlier, and we ended with 3 1969 S's, no DDOs there. The copper was good overall, 8 pounds, 5 ounces. And if we thought about it being a 3-box hunt, even though it was 10 rolls short of that, it was almost about 3 pounds per box. So that was definitely a good amount of copper in those 140 rolls. Let me go ahead now, take a look at all of these coins, compare them to the albums, and I'll be back with a look at the book and some final thoughts in just a moment. All right, we have compared all of today's finds to both the Lincoln Dansko penny album as well as the Canadian small cents. I'll say up front, we had nothing for the Canadian small cents album, but we were able to upgrade slightly the 1929 Denver we found today, as well as the 1930 Philadelphia. So 2 upgrades there. And of course, as mentioned earlier, we finally have slotted the 1960 small date. So now we have all of the cents in the book from 1944 all the way to the end, which is nice. We've got some red ones in the wheat years, and we still need a couple of steel cents and some tougher dates back here, which I'm optimistic that we'll get 1 or 2 more down the road here shortly. Fingers crossed. So, as it stands now, after 278 boxes searched, we've slided 209 of the 234 cents. It's good to see that 208 roll up to 209, only 25 cents missing. And as mentioned, we added the 60 small date and upgraded the 29D and the 1930. The Canadian small cents sits at 68 of the 115 that those books hold, and that's only through 92 boxes of recorded finds. I wish I would have recorded the ones earlier than that, all 278 boxes worth, to see if we had any other slotters. That being said, obviously it wasn't a whole bunch of finds, but it was still a productive hunt, and we'll take productive hunts this late in the game. If you guys enjoyed this 3-box or 140 custom wrap roll search today, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.